Well, hello and welcome to my Shogun 2 Total War Online battle number 9. The Bay of Many Faces. Lionheart versus Knight. Sounds a bit epic. Yes, I'm so epic I'm fighting Night itself. Darkness. Yes, I'm still watching Tabusca's vids and doing very poor impressions of him. If you ever did watch one of these videos by mistake, I'm very sorry, Tabusca's. But yes, I've definitely watched way too many of your videos, and that's why I'm copying your voice slightly, little bit. Anyway, no Dachi Samurai, awesome! Look at the big swords, look at the big swords. Anyway, yes. So hello and welcome to this video. I am going to be doing a couple of replays, my next few videos, featuring a build that I've been using quite successfully at the moment. Which is a no archer build at all, focusing on the use of carefully timed cavalry strikes and massed infantry, and then charging in with no Dachi Samurai. So on my left flank I have 2 units of the lovely Yari cavalry. Let them go. On my right flank I have, hidden in these trees, 3 units of light cavalry. Now I'm also starting to use veteran units. I'm now level 6. And I'm starting to build up myself a little veteran army. So I did try move up on the left here, but I was cut off by the enemy Yari Cav. He had 4 units of that. Then in the middle I've got 6 units of Katana Samurai. Some are veterans, some are not. Behind them 2 units of no Dachi Samurai, and then my avatar's bodyguard. Quickly looking at the enemy army. In the front we've got 2 units of Yari Ashigari. Then behind that 5 units of... oh no, I lie. Oh no, they all are no Dachi Samurai. 5 units of no Dachi Samurai. Behind there 3 units of Bow, Ashigara and General Avatar's bodyguard. Now here, I moved up with my general to hit them with my archers. Moved up my general to hit with the bow. He has equipped, and I've also just upgraded him to extended range, so he's got 175 range. In my later battles, he will also have later 200 range when that gets updated. Choose a couple of fire arrows here, and this is how I like to think quite effectively attack him. Hit the side of his charge here, which catches him off guard with my own. Bash around the side with my own men, pin it against himself, and then he decides to charge in with his other units. Now at this point I'm going, oh, uh-oh. And the thing is, if he charged in here then I might have been a bit more worried, but he pulls his other unit to where I'm pinning his cavalry units, which are still sort of wavering here. My units are down to sort of about 30 men each. And I now managed to charge in with 3 units of light cavalry, which pretty much annihilates his men. Also charging in with 2 units of Katana Samurai. Quite effective in this case because his cavalry are pinned, so they can deal the blows there. And his men just stream off shattered. And big old melee going on in here. But do quite successfully manage to push back all of his men. The successfully timed charge with the light cavalry beat off the superior Yari Cav, and I actually thought that was going to go completely the wrong way. I was lucky in that at the last minute with his triangular charge of Yari Cavalry hit, he turned sideways to hit my men, which allowed another unit to hit them in their flanks and mine to gain the advantage from triangular charging. So while that's been going on, my opponent Knight has been moving up here with his whole army. He does have veteran units of Yari Ashigaru there, and obviously his general is leveled up quite a bit. He's been focusing on improving his morale, it would seem. He's also got bows on his general. But yes, and he's got his no Dachi Samurai here, which look pretty awesome. Lots of them. I've tried a similar build like this before with lots of no Dachi Samurai. Now while they are good, I would generally say they're few in number, and hopefully I'll be able to show their potential later on in this battle. And generally I find they're best held back and then charge on the flanks or charge through other units as kind of shock troops later on. They do look quite menacing though, sort of getting ready to just slice off my head in one foul sweep. So yes, I'm left with the rest of my Katana cavalry now. I'll just introduce you to some of my veteran Katana units. Where are they? The Blade Warriors here. They look no different. I'm going to colour them later separately. These are the Blade Avengers, all got a bit of a blade theme going on here, and I think that's about it. I've now got it in my, because replay's a few days old, but now because I've been working on increasing my Katana veterancy, my Katana Samurai, I do have quite a few units I think the Blade Slayers and the Blade Masters are all now also part of the naming. Obviously epic fail on the naming, not that creative at all, but I quite like it. How you doing? Ah, look at your big old horror there, lovely. Can't remember actually giving my general this kind of colouring on the back, but that's kind of cool, I quite like it. Oh, not inside, please. So yes, anyway, I decided to obviously push around with my men here and reform my front and then start pushing forward. I have my Katana Samurai set to 2 groups of 3 men, of 3 units each, so I can kind of create flanking lines like so. And oh, hello Steam, I left you on. Meanwhile, he's moved into this forest here, and I can see his men, so I'm not going to get caught up there. I know he's got plenty of bow samurai in here, and obviously I'm lacking archers to take his out. I move forward with my general's bodyguard, Avatar's bodyguard even, to try and lure the enemy bow ashigaru out, and here they are. Oh, not bow samurai, the bow ashigaru. My mistake. Meanwhile, while that's going on, I decide to push up on the left with my light cav. Here they are. Happy days for the light cav. Ah, it's lovely little pond thing going on here. Quite like that. And these guys relatively unscathed from their earlier engagement. A couple of men lost from each unit. Whereas my Yari Cav, quite depleted, but I won, in that moment, pretty much won the battle because I've gained cavalry supremacy. Flanking is now mine. Now, I did manage to get a quick charge in here against his bow ashigaru, which he'd left at the rear of his men, his army, and obviously devastating charge there, even with just light cav. Now he does have Yari ashigaru in here, which do get moving eventually towards my men. By that point I've pulled out my cavalry, and again it's at this point he doesn't have enough Yari ashigaru to successfully cover all the parts of his army. His front is obviously very open, and I do target his general's bodyguard here with my flaming arrows from my general. So obviously he doesn't have enough Yari ashigaru to charge to protect all of his flanks and faces. So he decides to charge forward against this face of my army, or well, no, he does in a minute. He moves forward with his Nodachi samurai, and I decide to use this chance to counter-charge, rush into the forest to basically negate the effect of the Nodachi samurai, which is effectively their charge. Their charge is what does the damage for them. After that, it's up to kind of their standard abilities, but Katana Samurai can neutralise their charge right now. And he doesn't at any point manage to get a counter-charge really, except for here, just a tiny little counter-charge. Meanwhile, I'm pushing up with more of my Katana Samurai, with 2 units to hit this Yari ashigaru, so that this flank is then undermined and I can hit with my cavalry, which are back here. However, I did miss it, it was quite epic. Managed to slip in the gap here with my light cav that I had free and hit his general's bodyguard. Now I'm also hitting the flanks of his Nodachi samurai, his bow ashigaru here, and there's just mass chaos going on in here at the moment. It's all going crazy. Light cavalry's going in, they're getting really stuck in. I charge in with my other 2 units, pull back and do a repeat charge. Over here I'm winning the battle with my Katana Samurai, and I'm now also charged in with my own Nodachi Samurai here. So these guys are all fixed into the melee, and it is just becoming a massive killing zone for the enemy here. I'm holding them up with the katanas and then charging in with the Nodachi to do the damage. And then in the flanks, the Yari ashigaru is just not able to hold up against all my men. I'm able to flank his singular units of Yari ashigaru and hit his bow troops, stop them, take them completely out of the battle, and then eventually push around and flank his men. General's bodyguard being reduced to 5 men and very much weakened now. And so I go in for another charge here with my cavalry. Don't know why the sound's not working there for the cavalry charging in. Glorious victory will soon be yours. Wahey! That's what we like to hear. So yes, I do manage to completely collapse his army there. I folded him from one flank, pushed in on the other, and his men, what's left of them, managed to escape. I think I've got screenshots from this battle, so hopefully I'll put them up. If not, I hope you've enjoyed. Please do comment, rate and subscribe.